I really think of myself as playing in front of people as being a privilege. I always see it as a privilege, man. Playing in front of one person to 100 person would be the same for me. There's somebody who's listening to you. You have to give your best. 5 people, same. 10 people, the same.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Musical Musings Podcast. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ride.
Here we'll talk about the music we love, the people and stories behind it, and whatever unexpected rabbit holes our curiosity decides to take us into. So, let's get started.
Hello, David.
Hey.
So, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, man. My name is David Vogel. Half German, half Thai. I was originally born in Bangkok, came back 28 years ago.
Has music always played a big part in your life?
At the beginning, not really, man. It was like, I kind of grew up like this, like gaming kind of person, yeah. Like we had like these computer cafes where you spent like 15 baht an hour back then. Yeah, but kind of as you grow up, I would say there were a few factors that kind of convinced me. So like these guys like playing music and the girls would be like, wow. The opposite gender would like kind of push you to it. Yeah, the guy plays music. Oh, I like that. It's like, oh, I would like to be like that. And my mom had some guitars at home, but she was not able to really play it. So I kind of like took up the guitar because the keyboard was like not my thing at that time. And just tried it. And it was like a really shitty, those like $50, yeah, US dollars, where you almost like borderline kill yourself on the strings, like kind of play every chord. Oh my God, yeah. Didn't know that you actually can adjust the touching on it. Yeah. Everything after that felt like smooth. Then bought a better guitar. So, oh, it's nice. I can play like all day on this. And yeah.
And now you can meet girls.
Yeah, that kind of didn't really convince them to meet me, especially with the taste of music that I had back then. To be honest, I started, as every boy would start out with a boy band record, right? And come on. It's like, yeah, when you were like 12 or 13 and you don't have any ideals musically. It's like, and especially when you grew up in Thailand. Because it was really limited, man. It's like you had only a few places where you could go to find other stuff than Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. There was like this really cool like record store that there were only like 2 or 3 of them in the whole city of Bangkok, like population of 10 million people. And they kind of imported the stuff. Sometimes they would even ask in advance, like because there were a handful of people who actually would buy these records or these CDs and would buy, yeah, next time I will order something in bulk, like a lot at one time, and to save like the delivery cost from whatever country it's coming from. They would be like asking, yeah, would you like to put your name on it? And then yeah, you also help out with the delivery price and stuff, yeah. And they would kind of get it for you while they would be in the States or in Europe or... Because there also was this problem, we got also some stuff from Singapore, but because of the hardcore like censorship, like all these like swear words and bad words, yeah, if you listen to their version, it would like all the words and all the bombs, they would be cut out. If you buy like, you ever listen to System of a Down, and they had like in their first one, they had like a lot of F-bombs like constantly, and would be like, cut out like every 10 seconds.
Yeah, I hate that.
Beep, and it's like, oh my God, yeah.
Was it back then like because it was hard to get? Did it make the music more exciting?
Yes, and it was like a small like community. It was alternative community. It came also with like all the skateboarding came into it, which was also a group. I mean, it always like was like this like kind of punk rock, alternative, and then you got the clothing styles that come with it, yeah. And then you have like this like Dickies and kind of like this clothing. Everything was imported, and you didn't have the shops you have right now. So also since you got the CDs from abroad, you also had to pay the Western prices. So that would be a factor which played in like getting the stuff. Sometimes you would get it together, like everybody would chip in like $1. Well, US or like a euro or 30, 40 baht each. And then like 10 of us would get one CD or a cassette tape back then. Then we would kind of like get this one cassette tape and then like copy it and then redistribute it to the guys who chipped in, and yeah, everybody got to listen to it, and had this like weird like kind of way of keeping it in the fridge because we believed that in the fridge a cassette tape would last longer. I'm not 100% sure if this is just a myth or if it's right or yeah.
But like, I mean, that sounds to me as if that alternative scene back then,
Yeah,
was it small? Like, was it
really
tiny
small.
pockets?
I mean, once combined, you would be like, wow, you could actually kind of get like 100 people, which for that type of like music would be like a lot already, 100 people, because it would be like for each square mile or 10 square miles, you have like 2 or 3 who would be like-minded, or you have this like secret like people that you never see, because you also didn't have this like access to online communities like back then. So nobody knew who was doing something. There were like these like, if you go to Bangkok, JJ Market, it's a Saturday, it's a weekend market. You have like this like performers who suddenly just appear setting up their amps, and then wow, there's like band that does grunge music. It's like fuck, I didn't know that anybody liked that kind of music. Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially here because yeah, you didn't know that there were communities, and there were even like people who try to make a venue, who try to like book places, and was like sometimes it would be like only the 20 of us just moshing in front, and they try to capture it so that it looks like a lot of people, and then you suddenly had like a few other people who would, but it was really a DIY community. So everybody who went in it or to play music, they all knew that there was no money to be made, man.
So okay, so the scene back then, you were part of it, I suppose. It was
I
small.
mean, like more like going to see those bands play, not really playing music. Yeah, kind of a bit like outcast. Because I came like back to Thailand when I was 12. So
So were you born in Thailand?
I was born, but my dad brought me back right away, like when I was like 1 year. Like,
Oh, okay.
Like little, like still like a small baby. And as I didn't experience much, which the locals did, or my buddies in school, so I kind of like didn't really were on the same page on some like as music, as cultural stuff. I shared like some likes, as they have had some mutual things that I liked as well, and ended up. But I still try to find something that would be more like me, would be more like yeah, this is David, yeah. So
But when you played music, did you ever have an aspiration to become a musician full time?
I mean, there's also the other part. My mom, she had a bit of like problems. Not really mentally, but kind of like. So she would like keep those guitars there, and she hadn't any clue how to play a guitar, man. That's how I got the guitars. Yeah, so she would buy like shitty guitars and just play them with open strings, and it was like annoying, man. Even my son is like, that's annoying, and the neighbors were like, oh my god, and she would do it like for an hour every night. So there was this mix of like, yeah, it would be cool like for girls, and then maybe I would like reduce the complaints of my neighbors. Yeah. So first I learned how to kind of tune the guitar. I would say like, so at least when she strums, to be in tune.
That helps.
Yeah, and then kind of asked my friend about like, because there was an open G tuning. So every time she strums, there would be at least a G in it.
Yeah.
So, and then I slowly learned how to play the guitar. It still sound awful because I didn't really know how to play it, but at least it started to sound like a song. Because my mom, even though she had like a little bit of problems there, she would know how to sing. That was our one means of communication, because I didn't really talk to my mom. Occasionally she was like there to talk, like mentally there. So yeah, and then when she was singing, she was actually singing like this. Yeah, she had the music book. So she knew the verse, chorus, everything. She would always skip like the solo part, of course, because she didn't care about solos. Yeah, you wanted to sing. So I slowly started to learn how to play music like that, and then, I mean, there are even though there are not much places, so there would be like the backpacker place like Khao San Road, where you could like play music and you get paid. And it would pay you like 500 baht. So that would be more than the minimum income, right? Per day, the minimum salary. And if you get like two places, it would be, wow, I'm actually doing almost in one night what like people at 7-Eleven do for like the whole week.
Yeah.
How did you learn music? How did you learn songs and everything?
Okay, I hope Dad will never see this. My dad, he was really supportive about me learning new stuff, but he always wanted me to do it the right way. So he told me, as a birthday present, I will get you a guitar, but you have to find like a school, like a music school where you can learn how to play it. So, okay, I found like a music school, and I went there, and the teacher was a bit boring, man. Like everything was so boring.
Was it actually like learning sheet music and everything, or?
Like kind of like, yeah, both. Yeah, but they kind of like saw that I was not really that interested. So we were like, okay, we go just with the chords, everything. And so my dad was like, I will pay for like 6 months of you learning how to play music. So I got there in the first month, paid it, and got to know like another music teacher was like, so you're getting like money to learn how to play the guitar? It's like, yeah, but it's boring. How about you take that money and just buy a couple of beers with the whole amount? It would be like doing a night of me like playing music and he like teaching me more than the guy at the school, yeah. Because and then like getting drunk and then starting to like practice together, and then he would like kind of like solo, and then it's like I got to learn this and this and this and this, and every month I would be like that. My music school, yeah, it's like the tuition fee, I have to pay it again. It's like I need that money, and yeah, and he would be like, yeah, didn't ask for receipts, so that would be really good. So dads are out there, yeah. If you want to make sure if your children are really going to wherever they are going, yeah, ask for receipts, man. All these schools are getting receipts for you.
Yeah. So you were basically like jamming together and
Kind of like, yeah, you like,
learning hands-on that way?
yeah, he kind of would like ask me which songs I kind of like. So Oasis, I did like Wonderwalls like a million times by that time. And, all the, which would be almost like borderline national anthems already. Zombie, all the one open chord, like easy ones. All the Oasis, like Stand By Me. Also a few like pop songs. And my dad had like got us like Western television. So back then it was, you just have to pay for it because we were limited to like 5 channels or something. The normal Thai household would be like 5 channels, which will all be in Thai. So, and my dad wanted to watch like CNN or whatever, yeah, BBC. He had like this paid like channels, and I got to see MTV, and they had this like documentary of the Sex Pistols back then. The ones that the Sex Pistols hate, that one that I think was made by the producer or whatever. It was like, yeah, these like drunk punk rockers who hardly were able to play their own like instruments.
Also, it's like a negative documentary.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Propaganda.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's like, for me, it's like somebody who was hardly able to play his own instrument is like, fuck, you can actually make money. People actually know you.
Yeah.
It's like you can like get smashed every day, yeah. I mean, they leave out the part that the bass player died and shit. It's like, I mean, yeah, they didn't really did that well after a while. Only after a long period of time, they became something. Still, you would like kind of like find your group or your band or your people to go, yeah.
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 So it's a very social thing for you.
It is especially with alternative music that is not anything other than, because most of the people would be like, would say in some ways outcasts because it's not mainstream. We have like some story where something was like that brought us from our usual mutual friends to come to this part. I mean, it would also be like, I guess in every country it would be like that, where like, yeah, you find like smaller and smaller pockets of musicians or music styles after you evolve. I mean, like first you start with, okay, for me it was Backstreet Boys, yeah, and shit. And then it's like Limp Bizkit, which after a while we ended up calling like dance metal. Yeah. But I would not jump on the bandwagon and hate them, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so basically music is a very personal thing for you.
Yeah,
It's like the
sure.
soundtrack of your life.
Soundtrack, yeah. I have certain songs that would be really hard for me to play where they would remind me of people.
Mhm.
My mom, yeah, my friends. Yeah, it's like at this point, like you had like, I mean, friends come and go. Some go at like not the way you wanted, parted not the way you part, and you had shared like some songs over the years that we would perform together, that we would play. Some song that I played with my mom. She was a big Beatles fan, so Beatles would be sometimes would be a bit hard for me. Yeah, also songs that a best friend of mine who passed like a few years ago, that would be like impactful for me. And if I'm really in the mood, and then I could play them like really, really good because the emotion power is there. It's like, yeah, where you can scream out your lungs. You really try to do your best, and every note, just you hit every note, man.
Is it easy for you to share like emotions through music with the audience, or is it more difficult and you keep it to yourself?
I don't really like to do it before because I'm afraid that it would bring me back to the part where I would be like, fuck. Kind of
Yeah.
like this vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it would be like, I kind of like play it first, and then, yeah, I will tell you the story. And then to make sure that, yeah, okay, now I don't have to think about this stuff, and kind of like, and then kind of like cheer myself up by finding like the weirdest song ever to play. Like right away I hit a Britney Spears song.
Yeah, yeah,
You heard me play a Britney Spears
Yeah,
song,
yeah.
yeah? So Hit Me Baby One More Time.
yeah.
But
That's actually
replacing
really funny.
the hit word was like the F bomb, like "F me baby one more time." Yeah, kind of like right away, like make fun out of like whatever happened like a few minutes ago, and then I just keep on going, man. Yeah. So yeah. So, but it also depends, man. When it's just a random guy I've never met and sits in a bar, of course I will not start to tell my whole like life story to
Sure,
him. Yeah, so- but if I see like a group of people that came like a few times and we get to know each other, hey guys, it's like the song I haven't played, man. It's like it means a lot to me, and I wanted to share it with you. I used to play it for XYZ, and it's like I hope you enjoyed it, and next time I will try to play it again.
I mean,
More
that
like
sounds authentic. That's actually
Yeah.
what music does. Like,
Yeah.
what or it should do.
Yeah.
I think, like, really connection on a
Yeah.
deep human level. But no, so you have this obviously strong connection to music, and
Sure.
it's part of your life. We asked before, but like, do you write your own songs, or do you have the aspiration to write your own songs, to share something intimate?
I actually did. And since also the places where you could play your music, especially in back then as well as in Thailand, I mean, there's so many factors that go against like you playing your own music. Like we didn't really have the open mic scene for once. Like it was more like people trying to make money out of the business that doesn't make money anyways, man. So yeah, you only had like really a handful of places where you could do it, and it's like only like maybe on Wednesdays where there hardly were any people. So the open mic day where you can do your stuff, and yeah, luckily there was like, okay, well, I will go back to Speaker Box, which will always be a talking point of mine. They were amazing to me and a lot of musicians in Thailand that allowed kind of like a guy, the owner, his name is Eddie. That was like ground zero, man. And we were talking, he was like, I want to make a bar that like promotes original music. Let's get bands that write their own stuff or music that you will never hear in Thailand. And want everybody of them to get a platform, get paid, get proper setup, proper like equipment, not only just like a shitty drum set or like you had like a proper like expensive drum set where everybody had to be really careful. There was one time a band that kind of like punked it out and tried to like smash the drums, and we were all like, fuck you, man, you can do it, man. This drum set is more expensive than your life, man. And mine and everybody's life together. that drum set could pay for the whole rent for like 3 months of this bar.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I was writing like songs, and I was really afraid. I mean, when people shit on cover songs, you still have that escape. Yeah, I didn't write that song. I
Yeah.
didn't do that song. It's like, and maybe he just hates it the way I do it. I don't even if I'm gonna play covers. I mean, I don't really play them one to one. Like it's like I put in my own spin on it. Like sometimes slow songs into fast songs into slow songs. Yeah, but when you play your original music and somebody doesn't like it, then they dislike something that is like part of you.
Have you
And-
had that happen to you before playing
Sure,
live?
man.
And yeah.
Sure. And it's like you have to get through it. Like you cannot please everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, even I don't like everything, man. And I kind of like every now and then you can play like the best night ever.
Yeah.
And even if you do covers, it's like there would be like a guy who doesn't like your music, and it's like, why are you playing this melancholy stuff? Or why not only playing like Beatles and like that? Yeah.
You really can't please everybody.
Yeah, sure, man.
Everybody's in a different mood every day.
Yeah,
Maybe another day they would be in the mood for that music, but
Yeah.
not that particular day that they came.
Sure,
yeah.
sure, man.
So now you're here today. You're very attached to music. It's a very personal thing. Like, how do you see your future? Do you have ideas, plans, wishes, like what you want to do with music, especially?
I'm pretty okay with what I'm doing. I don't want to do it full time. I just want it to be my happy place, kind of. Because once I kind of like was going for it to do it like out of a profession out of it, but then it's kind of like, yeah, your hobby becomes your job. Your big job becomes something you hate. Something you hate is something that, yeah, okay, I have to do it instead of I want to do it. And so I'm kind of like, I want to keep it in a balance where I do like an earning on a job, but try to do it the least amount as possible to be able to do what I like and then like perform as much as possible.
Yeah, because we wanted to make one episode where we talk about success
Yeah.
as a musician. The whole thing about being successful as a musician can ruin everything, unless you're the lucky one who actually
Yeah.
gets a foot in.
Yeah, I know, like, I wish I would remember his name because he is doing like cover stuff, but he has this like original music. And then I asked him, like, oh, so how about you performing? And it's like, oh, during like when we have the high season here, that's the coldest time in Thailand, especially in the north, where you have like 3 months of good weather. And he would be actually touring in northern Thailand, and enough people knew him to maintain his lifestyle at a certain level, but he would get like side income on like art, then also on like as a music teacher, and that kind of like have all these side hustles. But to go 100% just music, you have to be pretty much mainstream here, man.
No, because as a side note, I mean, I did that back in Germany when I lived there for a while, or for a long time. I was a working musician, and it was a pain in the neck. Like always, finding a job, finding a recording situation to make money for rent and food, till the day come that I started hating music.
Oh, okay.
Because like mainstream, everything I played, I couldn't care less about it. Like it was just like, here are 10 songs, play crap, and you maybe get paid for it. And then I quit music and went back to just discovering music and enjoying it.
Yeah.
That's why it was so enjoyable to hear you that you're connected to music. Like
Yeah.
it's something personal.
Yeah. I have a few friends who kind of like try to get other people to play instead of them. Like every now and then it's like, yeah, dude, I just cannot do it today and I'm not really feeling it, and try to. And you have like these like music groups on Facebook where you can like post your stuff, and it's like, try to get somebody to play instead of me for tonight. Here's the rate. Go to the bar. I sent you. There's a burnout of it, and especially when you look at these like hardcore like touring bands who play their original music, they have like 2 or 3 days in between, especially because they have to also like preserve their voice, everything, also so that they are able to play on their best, and they have to travel from city to city. And now you have like these people who do covers like 6 days out of a week, and 2 or 3 hours out of a night. The amount of money that makes it like, yeah, you are able to pay rent. You have even some saved up money for rainy days. in case like that bar says, yeah, okay, we are closing down. That bar says, oh, we have found other musicians. That bar says, oh, we want to change our style. Yeah, there's so many things that could happen to him. It's not like you're clocking in to get a signed contract by your employer. It's like, dude, I'm sorry, next week we have somebody else playing. And then you just have to audition everywhere again. Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to ask one simple thing is just when did you get into singing? You picked up the guitar from your mom, right? But when did you start singing?
I remember like I was playing with an Australian guy and he would sing. I would like do the solos and stuff and then we parted. Didn't like, and it was like really hard to find like a singer. So I was like, okay, maybe it would be best if I learn how to do it myself. The least amount of people you have in a band, the easier it becomes
Yeah.
to do anything. Yeah? I mean, the more you have, the more options to go in musical styles or to add on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But 2 brains equals like 2 problems. 5 brains equals like 5,000 problems.
Well, when did you start like enjoying singing and feeling more confident with it?
So I started to learn singing, and at the start it was like a struggle, man. It was like so I did like I started to kind of like watch like a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm stingy, man. It's like every dollar or every baht paid on a music lesson would be one less beer in a bar. Yeah, kind of like that kind of mentality. Yeah, and then kind of like you know how you learn something new, and then suddenly it's like this, and you kind of like, okay, I can do it, and then I kind of like start to, okay, I kind of like found that way how or what to emphasize when I learn stuff, or not as in at the beginning I would be like typing in like singing lessons, like, and then I was like, okay, basics, then vowels, how to pronounce, how to breathe in, breathe out. Now I'm talking like I'm an amazing singer right now. I'm not, by the way, man. But I would say I'm a little bit better than the
Your average
average Joe kind of. I still hate like remembering lyrics. So I just really hate to like, just be in front of a piece of paper or in front of a screen and like, today is gonna be the day. Kind of fuck, and I cannot really like read like this like lyrics 1,000 times until I remember them. It's like I'd rather have a guitar in my hand and just play it and then just slowly remember by playing the music and like kind of learning the song at the same time. Yeah. So.
Did you ever come up with a technique to remember the lyrics? Or is it just repetition of doing it 1,000 times?
Yeah, I mean, like visualization, man, I guess that would be. The more you kind of like can visualize a song, which means you are more likely to like that song and actually. And also, I do it with like songs that I don't like, but I just like visualize them in like a funny way, kind of like. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it kind of like ends up that
Like a parody in your mind?
Yeah, a parody where I just change like words to make them sound more fun, a little bit more funny. I was like, with the.
So it's pretty much fun in your head to be in your head.
Kind of. And then you.
Do you do that live ever? Like change up popular
by
songs?
accident and by accident and also by intentionally. Both. Yeah, would be like.
So, what do you like most about playing live? Like, why do you decide to play live?
It's paid alcohol.
Yeah.
That would be a part. Also because every now and then you get this like group of people that actually enjoy what you're doing. And then that's like double the fun. If it's like strangers you never met before, that is also a confirmation to myself that I reached a level where I know that people are not just here because they know me, but because I'm at the level where people recognize that I'm good enough.
Yeah.
That I earned the spot where I am right now. That were like, wow, hey man, I never heard you sing here before. Doesn't really happen that often, man. But every now and then it happens.
Each time is special.
Yeah, each time is. I'm not like bragging. It happens more and more because you are getting like better with each year. That you like at the beginning was a disaster, man. It was like really a disaster. I remember gigs where I cried afterwards because it was like really bad. There was actually one event where I did really bad, man. It's like, and I had to like break up my set like really early on, especially going live. You are nervous at first. You are too much into like people. Sometimes they don't care that as much as you do.
Yeah.
Probably they sit there, especially at bars, they just sit there and they would be drinking a few beers and there's like this background noise. But you would be like, yeah, I'm fucking Michael Jackson here and everybody has to listen to me, or I'm like the next like hit of the world and like, yeah, star, like delusional star kind of.
Did you
delusion.
ever have stage fright in the beginning?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Especially at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the beginning I would like just drink a lot. Yeah, so to numb it a bit down. But the problem is if you do it too much, then you are not able to sing and play anymore. So find a like good limit. It's like, I know that I can drink that much to be able to be relaxed enough and not too drunk, and that my vocals are not messed up.
At this point, do you think you still have any stage fright, or it's pretty much
No,
overcome it?
I mean, if I would, I did a lot of it in front of a lot of people already. Not here in Chiang Mai, but I played at places where there would be a couple of hundred of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of like, if you have done anything where a lot of people you don't know are looking at you, if you have done that for sometimes, it's like, now it's easy, man. Now it's like, okay, I mean, when you have an audience that is not really into your stuff, especially with my stuff, I like to play like a little bit of alternative stuff. Yeah, that's why I try to put in a good level of mix in there to make sure that there must be a couple of songs that I will please them, and then I'll be more confident that I will go in there and it will not be too bad. And then I feel myself a bit more confident about that. I really think of myself as playing in front of people as being a privilege. I always see it as a privilege, man. Playing in front of one person to 100 person would be the same for me. There's somebody who's listening to you. You have to give your best. 5 people, same. 10 people, the same. When you try to do your best, you also try to be, I feel like being confident is really important. You have to kind of fight it off, man. Being scared, you have to stand your ground. My dad always told me that. It's like, once you don't stand your ground, everything goes downhill, man. So if you are like not motivated from the beginning on and you are just afraid of everything, then you lost the battle before you even enter the stage. Yeah, that would be like, yeah, you can be afraid of, oh, this older couple over there, they like older songs. Oh, these people dress up like fucking punk rockers. I cannot play this kind of songs. And it's like, and then you overthink everything, man. It's like, and then you start to do something that is not yourself anymore. I saw like this, like one guy, like a foreigner, like a half Thai, but he would have like be more on the white side of being half Thai, yeah. Look more like a Western. And he's saying like this, like Thai songs with a really strong accent, man. Like everybody would hear right away that this is like not Thai, man. But he was so fucking confident, and the stage presence was there. Like his stage presence was there before he was there. Yeah? It's like we could see him in the back, like already goofing around and making like fun stuff, and you would know that guy, that stage belonged to him. And whenever he sang and whenever any word was wrong, there were people like cheering because he was himself, man. He was like that guy, and he knew what he was doing, and he was not afraid to do it. And I kind of like took notes. I always take notes of people who do something positive on the stage, man. There are a lot of musicians who are really, really close-minded. Really, really close-minded, which always are like, you cannot take in this, you cannot take in criticism, man. It's like, I mean, a lot of criticism is also bullshit, but always have an open ear for something, because every now and then there's a good idea coming from a good person who actually tells you the truth. But usually those who give you a really good feedback that you consider more are like those people who give you like constructive feedback, yeah? And choose their words wisely because they have been there, they have done that, they know what you are struggling on, and they know how to improve yourself, and they only wish you the best. They are not there to like tell you, yeah, your music is shit. Yeah. So these people, it's like, you have to kind of grow like boss, man. Kind of like it cannot be like discouraged or. He's right in his like we live in bubbles, man. It's like we have our own bubbles in every belief system, in every political system, every musical system, and everything. I mean, people choose to be blues musicians. People choose to be rock musicians. People choose to be divas. My top favorite artist could be the worst nightmare for somebody, and vice versa. So
I wanted to ask, what would you say are some good ways to make a cover song unique? Like, what can you do to add your own spin on things?
from like stuff that actually exists, like in. Did you ever listen to Aha? Take on Me?
Oh, yeah.
It's like it seems like it's a Euro dance kind of like song, and then you have the unplugged version of it. That it's like really like slowed down, like tempo. The acoustic unplugged version is like we want to like start to cry. Yeah, kind of like change it to where people have to like. I know this song. Where do I know it from? Oh, now I know this song.
Yeah.
It's like everybody would remember the chorus, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe the verse they would be like, but most people would remember choruses of famous songs and would be like, and now the chorus hits and it's like, you sneaky fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a fun moment every time.
Yeah. that would be a really kind of like inventive way to do a cover, as I think. Yeah.
I was kind of curious to ask if you could go back to your younger self. I'll let you pick how far back you want to go, but to give advice about playing music, what would you say?
I should never have smoked, man.
That's good.
The more you start to understand how much you can do with your voice by practicing, and like it becomes a hindrance, especially when I smoke for over 20 years now, and it's like singing like a full set, like an hour and a half, and you can do it when you're in your early 20s, like teens, but now it's kind of a struggle. Also, it limits you on like it just damage. I once quit. You never really quit. You took a break of it for a year. And when I took a break of smoking for a year or two, suddenly your voice.
You could actually feel a difference?
Yeah, you can. At least if it's by a semitone or one or two, make a difference, man. It does, yeah. You can sing songs that you were not able to sing when you are like a full-time chain smoker. And then I compensate by trying to learn to compensate that way. But let's imagine I didn't smoke and I studied more, then it would be another level of it. Yeah. It's like people don't realize that it's like an athlete, like the people who are on top of the game, like these like really, really amazing singers, they don't smoke, yeah. I mean you take some of those amazing singers who smoked, and after a while they cannot sing their own songs anymore, or are not able to sing it at the same key anymore after like 10 years.
Yeah.
So smoking, drinking. I mean, then it wouldn't be fun anymore. I mean, you want to be on the top of the game, you make sacrifices. Wish I would know more of like music theory. I'm really bad at that. And it's like most of songs I heard by ear. If you know a lot of like music theory, then you would be able to like figure out songs faster, I guess. Easier. You would like, okay, it's in this key. So it's like kind of like chess moves. You have like, there's only this possibility after this. Everything is like a logical like structure. Even if it's like chords that are out of key, but there is a purpose behind them which can be explained in theory as in every other logical structure that we have. Yeah. And I mean, like knowing that, I try to learn it now. A bit too late, but better now than never. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks for talking to us today.
Sure, man. Sure.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
And now you have to perform.
Yeah. Okay. my friend with me again. It's been a while, where should we begin? Feels like forever. Feels like a memory, the perfect life that you gave to me. Oh, I remember when you always me. I'm afraid, I'm careless, I believe about all the earth will fly. This brings cheer to my heart, my sacrifice. Seen our shares and up and down, a cricket light just can't turn around. We're nothing sound. It feels so good to hear night. We send us out and we send our mind. Life I'm big here when you are with me. I'm careless, I believe above all the earth will fly. This brings tears to my heart, my sacrifice. I just want to say hello again. I just want to say hello again. When you are with me, I'm free, I'm careless, I believe above all the earth will fly. It brings tears to my heart when you are with me. I'm firm, I'm careless, I believe above all the earth will fly. This brings tears to my heart, my sacrifice. I just want to say hello again. I just want to say hello again. My sacrifice.
Thanks for listening to the Musical Musings podcast. If you enjoyed the conversation, we'd love to have you join us again for the next one. Until then, keep listening, keep exploring, and we'll see you next time.